recording.
Can you burp on command? Can you do that?
Probably.
I can't. I've never been able to do that.
Hang on, let me see if I can. Hang on. Fuck.
That was. I don't
It's so
think you can.
anti-fucking climatic.
That was really. Fuck. That was
fuck.
like. That was the Game of Thrones season 8 of burps. That was not good.
You are listening to The Laughing Skulls. Just sit back and relax.
It was a bit better. You're welcome. Thanks for the effort.
You're like waving on camera like you can
there
smell
was a fly. No, oh, that's funny and that's weirdly timed. But there's a little mini fly in my face.
Oh, okay.
But yes, welcome everyone.
Hello, everyone.
To
The Laughing Skulls. Episode 27.
27.
27.
That actually...
Hey.
You know what? That just ticked something off in my mind, but we will save that for the end.
Welcome to the 27 Club, bitch.
That's what it was.
Oh,
it was a 27 Club.
Oh,
What the fuck?
You and I
Dude.
fucking zing, cuz. Zing.
At some point, we can really, we can just, look at the 27 Club because I think that is so fitting for this episode.
I was going to say that our friend of the pod, Alison, we went out to dinner. Laura and I went out to dinner with her and her partner. And oh my God.
What?
I was like, I don't know what episode we're up to. She goes, 26. And I was like, all right, shit.
Big fan. Big fan.
Huge. We should get her on one time.
We definitely need
we should. How are you, mate?
Yeah, pretty good, mate. Just coming off of some severe anxiety, imposter syndrome, depression.
That's
just
a
the
bit
classic.
A little bit
of spice. I have been working ridiculous hours, but I am starting a new job, which I won't talk about yet on the pod, but it's just been lots of prep, lots of finishing up on freelancing jobs before I start. So yeah, that's been how I've been. How have you been?
I've been good, much like you, been working like a absolute dog. It's been good. It was Melbourne Cup week.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was Melbourne Cup week.
Yeah, I'm not a horse race person. I'm not
Me neither.
I don't really like the horse racing. It's not my cup of tea. Not to get really political, but I'm not about the cruelty about what happens before, during and after. So
100%.
I just kind of go for the food because it's very much a part of the culture.
Yes.
Yes,
this is
I
true.
had a pie, had a sausage roll. Oh my God, I made these really good sausage rolls the other day. It was fucking premium.
Well, you handmade them.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, next time you come, I'll go make some.
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't made sausage rolls probably for a few years. They used to be one of my go-tos. You get the puff pastry and you can make your own, mince with herbs and stuff.
Yeah, I should go
I'm
take
sure
you up
yours
the
would be
mountains.
delish.
There's a really, really good pie place up there. So, but
I haven't had a solid pie in ages.
you should fucking go. The last time that I went up there, I had a chicken and chorizo pie.
Oh.
Yo. And then do you know what they had? They had a baked custard tart. It was hot.
That's your shit.
That sounds real fucking great, eh?
It does, eh?
I know.
Fucking sick, eh?
fucking sick.
So sick. Speaking of sausage rolls, though,
Yeah, mate.
I just have to tell you. This this week on Wednesday, I had the absolute privilege of being the photographer for the Idols, who are a big band from the UK.
Yes.
A lot of people describe them as post-punk. They hate being described that way. I think they don't actually put a label on their sound. But for anyone listening, they're like the Sex Pistols mixed with maybe the Strokes. They're absolutely nuts, and so much fun and political and amazing and just a good time. And they did 2 sold out shows at the Enmore. And afterwards, on the first night, they did a DJ set where they just played all their favorite stuff at the Lansdowne. And so that's what I got to shoot, and I got to hang out with them, and they were super lovely. Anyway, I knew that it was going to be rowdy.
Yeah, right.
But I didn't know. Like, every time I thought it was going to dip and like maybe this is going to be the end, it just escalated. Like, it kept getting so nuts. I can't even. You messaged me and I was like, I can't fucking wait to talk to you. So I've got the photos. I will put them up, depending, not the obviously uncensored ones. Yeah. But once the company I shot for puts up the album, if they pick any of the ones I've done, then I'll post them on our account as well.
Okay.
There was just a point where some fans started to try to get on stage with them while they were DJing, which happens. And the Lens sounds pretty chill. Like, they are famous for having absolutely crazy nights. And so there was this guy in a beanie who was going nuts. Like, I could see him progressively getting more drunk, maybe high, I don't know. And he was just having the time of his life. And then at some point, myself and the venue photographer, we just noticed everyone was looking at the stage with their jaws down. And we were like, what's going on? Like, it started getting, everyone just rushed. This guy had gone fully stark naked and was like swinging his shirt around like a helicopter and like hugging the band, like full frontal naked, dancing. Typically in any other venue, this guy would get kicked out, maybe even arrested. I don't know. The band was like, just did not give a shit. And they were like hugging him. At one point, I think it was the guitarist, he picked up the fan that was keeping them cold and was fanning his sausage. And I do have a photo of this as well. And it was so funny. I'm just going to...
Okay, so I've seen now the censored version.
Okay, I'm just gonna
look. One thing that I can say, I appreciate that he's still wearing socks, because fuck, I would not want to go barefoot on that floor,
on that carpet.
Fuck,
Absolutely,
no. The absolute nah. I couldn't think of the actual
hygiene.
Stickiness. It's
the
sticky.
Athlete's foot that you would get.
Foot. The sweat, the potential cocaine that's on the floor, just something. I the fucking cocaine on the floor, but him holding his fucking Bonds underwear.
Oh man,
and it's the knee brace for me.
Yeah. Oh, I noticed that after the knee brace.
He has to make sure that he's protected, but I also he's got this
and the
tattoo on his thigh, and it's like a jaw, like a set of teeth.
It's teeth. It's like a set of teeth, not clenching fully, just a little bit
like
open.
It's a bit ajar. It looks like and remind me of. Do you know how they did a mold of Ted Bundy's teeth?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, it's sort of maybe. And then he's got lips. You'll see in the uncensored one. He's got a kiss.
Okay.
Yes.
Here we go.
He's got a lipstick.
I don't see pippies that often. So. No. No!
It's swinging around, open in the air, but only as much as it can swing.
Fuck.
Can you see the lipstick kiss tattoo near the peen?
I can. He's...
And look at the band giving him a fucking hug, like fully embracing this guy. He's pissing himself. Like,
mate, his balls are bigger than his... That is so fucking gross, bro. And he's got... Oh, fuck.
This has been the first time I've ever photographed somebody naked, and all the other photographers were going ham. And everyone whipped out their phones. This guy did not care. Like, it was Woodstock in one person.
Okay. Do you reckon this guy was high as a kite, though?
You know what? I actually don't I'm not sure if he was high, but he was definitely wasted. And I tried at some points, and you will see if they post in the gallery, I can show you another time, but I tried to line up the beer can that was on the DJ booth with his penis so that it would not require me to do any. Yeah. So I wouldn't have to manually censor it out with like an X and stuff.
Can you imagine?
And I sort of managed. Yeah.
Can you imagine the intrusive thought that went into this guy's mind and said, naked. Yeah. Naked. Naked.
Go for it.
Yeah. That sounds like a really good idea, mate. Naked? Yeah. Okay. All right, let's do this.
Yeah. Oh my God. But I mean, if by all means, if you zoom in.
What a guy.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I just went for it because I was like, I have to capture this. This is just insane. But yeah, it's pretty bold. That was the craziest thing that happened. This was my favorite event of the year, and it was as rowdy as I thought it would be. I ended up leaving at 3 a.m.
Nice.
I could have said, I think they was only contracted to DJ for an hour and a half, and they DJ'd for like 4.5 hours or something.
That's solid.
Yeah, I did have work the next day. I was on a high for like 2 straight days after this. It was absolutely amazing.
I remember you messaged me the next day and you go, fuck, I just woke up. My favourite thing about our friendship is I'm already at work for 3 hours and you go, just woke up, bro. It's like 11 a.m. and you're like, oh, hey, bro, just woke up. It's 11 o'clock. I've had 3 meetings. You know what I mean? Like,
I know. Well, it's going to be different now. I'll be back. I'll be like you and everyone else working 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
You're going to have a grown-up job.
I'll have a grown-up job for the first time in quite a while.
In a minute, yeah.
In a hot minute. I will, when these things come up though on a Wednesday and they're too good to pass up, I'll still be doing it and throwing myself under the bus. But I really don't care. This was so much fun and so worth it. Fucking hell. What a time.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, seriously. What was the highlight of your week? Because I want to know.
Do I have one?
Can it compete?
Oh, yes. Yellowstone is going to be fucking coming out. Okay.
I've seen the posters everywhere and I think of you every time I see them.
I fucking can't wait. I'm going to tell everyone for our 100th episode, I'm going to get a fucking cowboy tattoo. I don't give a flying fuck.
Do it. Oh my God, do it.
I was going to say, yee. Fuck. Yee. I'll do it. Oh my God, can you imagine if we had a tattooist at my wedding?
That's going to be dangerous because I will definitely be doing that.
I'll go and get a tattoo for Laura and it'll say forever, like the number 4 and then EVA, forever.
You should take it a step further and do 5 ever. Remember when that was a thing?
5 ever, yeah, 5 ever. And then my brother-in-law call each other M9s because we're more than mates.
Wow. Oh my God. That's amazing. What?
Or I still go and call people M7s because it's being less than a mate.
Less than a mate. Yeah. Okay, cool. And also the M7 is shit. So
it's not that shit of a motorway.
It can be really shit when there's traffic. I don't know. I'm just trying to add to the metaphor. But anyway.
Speaking of tattoos.
Yeah.
Should we go into our rip of the week?
We should.
Do you want to do it? Do you want to do what I normally do? Do it. Do it.
Rip. Is that what you do?
Yes.
I can't do it as good as you, but I tried.
Oh, the way.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck. So
that soundbite is going to come back and haunt me. I can see it right now.
So this rip of the week this week. So this goes up to the free clock app that keeps on giving. Fuck me.
Giving or taking away.
It's giving me, bro. It's giving me life.
It's giving me not life. That what you sent me is just.
So if you haven't, if you've been living under a rock, or maybe it's just my algorithm, because apparently in comparison to 80s, my
your algorithm is gorgeous, bro.
fucking good. So this account is called Najm Family with a blue heart. It's a girl named Narali Najm with her partner or girlfriend or now ex-girlfriend Laura. They've gone and had a baby together. So I think I think they did the thing where they combined it. Is that a word?
Combined.
They went and combined
But
their
I like
egg.
combined. It's fun.
So it's like a little bit of both of them.
That's fucking amazing that you can do that.
I know, right?
By the way.
And they've had a baby. So Laura, she looks like like an island boy. You can't tell me that she doesn't. An island boy.
Okay.
Look at the fucking TikToks. It's going to be an island boy.
Yeah.
And so they've called themselves Keeping Up with the Najms documentary out on YouTube now. I've also gone and taken a look at. I've also gone and taken a look at their YouTube. They've got 5,000 subscribers, and so they're really going. Are
you
all
one
out.
of them?
No.
Okay, all right. That's made me feel a bit better about this.
So Laura has gone and cheated on Narali, and in retaliation, she has got about 5 tattoos of her name, and then she has 2 portraits, and they're really bad portraits of said Laura on her face. One on her cheek and one on her neck. And, oh, shit, sorry. And even one on her forearm.
I am sorry. This is not a retaliation. This is you're failing really fucking hard.
Are you looking at the TikToks?
Yes,
And she's
I
got
hate it.
really bad shots of her in a few of them. And like one of them is like a long sleeve t-shirt of her with like an ironed on like Snapchat picture that she screenshotted. And it also is one and it goes daddy, 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 daddy. But the thing that is really, really getting me, and I think that she's probably got maybe like postpartum psychosis, is that she goes, if I can't have you, no one can. But that's something that like people say before they go and kill them.
Yeah, that's a really, really terrifying thing to say.
Yeah.
Well, how would you react if your ex got a fucking tattoo of your face on their face?
AVO.
Would you not be like hysterical?
AVO.
As in like funny. It'd be funny.
It would not be funny. Can you imagine my fucking face? I've got I've got issues as it is, let alone seeing my face, seeing her face.
No, but
my
like
face.
Ruffle Lol Mayo, once you realize that we're never getting back together, good luck getting another like girlfriend.
Ruffle
or
LeMayo,
boyfriend.
once you realize that I'm ugly and you've got this like
Shut up.
Yeah, but bro, I've got an issue with even looking at my partner's eyes and then seeing the reflection of her eyes in my eyes because I'm like, "Ugh, that's what I look like.
Oh my
Go
God,
fuck
you need to
yourself.
shut up.
And then
that black and white picture that I posted of us is
I look
banging.
fine as shit. But
That's what I mean.
I've got
No
like,
makeup, bitch.
I've got hints of like, you know, like, and then every other time you're like, ugh. So that's my rip of the week that, and probably your rip of the week that I had to subject you to it.
Yeah.
I hope they never get back together.
I just,
Really, get some help, bro.
Yeah, get some help.
And
Get a good laser removalist for the.
She was hot, and I also realized that they have an OnlyFans together.
So what would happen then? Like, who owns the domain then? Or do they just leave it and just split the profits?
Maybe leave it. But I think it's the chick with the face tattoo that is like the main person with it.
Right. Well, this all sounds so stable.
The Laura chick is not even hot though. She's not even hot. And also, when you go and say me and King are moving out, the end of the Najm family, but you've only got 788 views, who are you doing this for?
Yeah, what are you doing with your life?
You only
stop.
You only started this 2 months ago.
She's already got like, what, 400,000 followers or something?
They've got 326,000 followers. But it's not translating to YouTube.
These tattoos are horrible as well. Can I just say,
Horrendous.
I'm just going to tell you right now that in a few years' time, when they start to bleed and blend and this shitty
That is the
detailing
shittiest angle
and shading, it's starting to seep through your skin. My God. You're just going to...
But also all of those photos and like canvas prints that she's gone and gotten, she went to fucking Vistaprint, made sure that she got them out real fucking quickly, went to Officeworks, went and did that real fucking quick. Who are you doing this for? And why is it only Snapchat images? Can you tell me? It's like she went on her Instagram story and just started screenshotting things.
I hate it.
But don't you reckon that Laura just looks like an island boy?
Yeah, definitely.
Island boy. Bruh, it's so bad.
What the
It is
fuck,
so
man?
bad.
The writing on the wall, "See you soon, lover," and she's kissing it, and the one from 3 days ago where there's like 50 photos of her that she's put all over the staircase and stuff. Also, this house is giving me dealer vibes.
Oh, absolutely. But that's OnlyFans vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she has a full diss track out on YouTube and it's called Daddy Laura Najm.
It's more like Najm for me. No.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to put my phone down before I have an aneurysm from looking at any more of that. So,
Well,
fucking rip.
honorable mention, and this is a rip of the week, but a very sad rip of the week.
Yeah.
Aaron Carter, we just found out, has just passed away at age 34. And they say that he drowned in a bathtub. So
Still pending further investigation.
I think it potentially
Which
may
is-
have been like maybe like an OD, like
OD,
like
and he
Whitney
just
Houston.
fell
And
asleep.
how
Yeah.
Our condolences to the Carter family.
Yeah, and anyone out there who may be struggling with addiction or anything like that, I really, really loved him growing up. Like, he was one of my very first crushes, and it's so, like, you just really don't know what's going on behind closed doors, no matter how grand and perfect someone's life may seem.
Yeah, absolutely. So if anyone is struggling, there are plenty of resources out there. You can call Lifeline at 13 11 14. There's also Beyond Blue, Black Dog, and the Butterfly Institute. There are so many. So yeah.
Well, moving on from
on.
that one, we are going to do something new and very exciting. A little bit thrilling, you might say. I don't know if we haven't got a name for this segment just yet.
Maybe if we have a rip, we should have an a woo woo. No, we haven't got an a woo woo of the week.
We will workshop a name. Maybe one will come up naturally.
Or if
But,
anyone else has, fucking DM us.
Yeah.
On
More than welcome.
Instagram.
We are about to be, as Esther's fiance Laura has said, some creepy bitches.
We are creepy bitches.
Now, we've been given a handful of, I don't know, what would you call it?
A handful of links.
Handful of links to scary, creepy, true crime,
paranormal, just creepy shit.
Yeah, creepy shit.
So she has given us 3, literally 2 minutes before we decided to start recording. We chose one. We haven't opened the link yet.
We've done zero research as
Nothing.
well.
Nothing.
Absolutely going in raw.
Absolute raw dog. Raw dog of the week.
Yeah. So,
Oh my God, that's what we should name it.
We'll figure it out. I feel like there could be a few potential right here. But we have both decided on something called the Papin Sisters. Is it Papin?
Papin?
Is it Papin?
Papin.
I don't know. I'm going to say Papin.
Okay, I'm going to say Papin.
Papin. All right.
Pepin? Are we going to say Pepin?
Papin.
Okay.
Let's click on the link though.
It's French.
It's French.
It's French.
Papin. The Papin Sisters.
Okay, you ready
maybe
for the
we shouldn't-
exercise? Croissant.
Croissant.
Baguette.
All right.
Okay.
One of my coworkers at my current job has a French accent. I just really want to quickly say everything she says sounds amazing. And yesterday she said, "What the fuck?" But it came out as "What's the fick?" And I just may say that at some point during this article.
I love that. We should
Thank you.
It's just like how I outed you the other day when it was like 2015, you and it was like the rage comics that you can go, Le Trifle is...
Stop it. Stop.
Like,
Ew.
fuck.
No, she is long gone, that Adrienne.
Because we should have a Le party.
Jesus Christ. Okay, continuing.
Well, this comes from the source of allthat'sinteresting.com.
Okay. All right.
And we respect all the victims involved in this murder trial.
Absolutely.
So all the respect to all the victims.
And their families, their friends, anyone who still may be tied to this years later.
Yes.
Okay.
So
are we going to read the title?
Yes. So this is the gruesome case of the Papin Sisters and the murder trial that divided 1930s France.
Oy, okay. While the murders committed in February 1933 by the Papin sisters were appalling, the treatment they experienced as servants by a wealthy French family made intellectuals see their case as a symbol for class struggle. Okay. Christine and Leah Papin committed one of the grisliest murders in the history of France. They ripped out the eyes of their victims, rendered their faces unrecognizable, and mutilated their genitals.
Yo, this happened on February 2nd, 1933. Fuck me. Their victims were the mother and daughter of a well-off family that employed them, Leonie and Genevieve Lunchelin.
What the hell, man? These pictures of them after their arrest, they just look so... It's like they're sitting on trial, but the trial's like wasting their time almost. The left one just looks...
What's it? That's Christine on the left.
Yeah, Christine. She's giving no fucks. She's like literally like, oh my God.
The ringleader vibe.
And Leah's like sort of looks like she's contemplating what's happened, but she's not fully sad either. They're very dull behind the eyes.
Yeah, they give me like the dead eye. That's what it gives me. And they've got oddly nice robes on.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's fine. Well, the life inside.
That's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. We're both just like, what in the fuck are we reading?
I know. The life inside the Lanchelin?
Lanchelin?
Is that how you pronounce
it?
Lanchelin? Well, life inside the Lanchelin home. So Christine and Leah Papin worked as domestic servants for a retired lawyer, oh my God, Rene, and his wife Leonie, and their grown daughter Genevieve. They lived in a beautiful 2-story house in the city of Le Mans.
Okay.
By outside accounts, the family treated them very well. They ate the same food as the family. They lived in a heated room, and they were paid the standard wages of the time. So they weren't underpaid. So it seemed like that they had a pretty good setup.
Yeah. What the hell? Okay.
And before the crimes, the professional comportment of the siblings were apparently excellent. In fact, that the family were the envy of the French upper-class household for having such dedicated and hardworking domestic help. So it seems like, you know, they've had a pretty good life and a pretty good...
Everything's going smoothly.
You know, pretty good work standard and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, that seems pretty fine. Do you reckon that they preempted it? Like they premeditated the murders before they started?
Oh, I guess we'll find out. Hey, I don't know. I feel like maybe something struck a chord while they were there. I don't know. Maybe they already had a burning thing against rich people and it just escalated living there.
Maybe.
Just jealousy, I feel.
Maybe they had a bit of like a Robin Hood thing.
Yes.
In this household, it seems that the sisters had an atypical relationship with their employers. For one, neither of the women had spoken to Renee in the entire 7 years that they worked there. Can you imagine not talking to like
and
the
you
main
have sit
employer?
and have dinner together. That's
the owner
weird.
of the
Hey?
house? The sisters were given orders by the wife. Even then, she only communicated through written directions. Well, they must have just, sat away from them. Maybe they had like a separate place or a separate table, like they had like their own table.
Yeah, okay.
I guess. But then who was making the food? Was it different
people, I guess.
Them? Well, Leonie, the wife, was also a woman that demanded perfectionism. As she routinely performed white glove tests on the furniture to confirm that the furniture had been dusted. Fuck,
what the fuck? Okay, and then it says that would probably tip you over the edge because you'd be constantly having to be performing to perfectionism. Does it warrant murder though? I don't think so.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I do feel it must be a lonely life a little bit.
Yeah.
If they're not talking to anyone and it's only just them and they're only given through written
so I guess like from what it sounds like
directions.
so far, it's like isolation, a bit of segregation and perfectionism.
Yeah, I would probably say a little bit of segregation.
Yeah,
especially
that's
if she
pretty
doesn't
fucked
talk
up.
to them. Both of them don't talk to the owners of the household.
So on the day of the murders, it was dark and raining heavily. Very fitting. After a shopping trip, the mother and daughter were to go directly to the home of Leonie's brother where Renee would meet them. The family were not expected home by the sisters until late in the evening. The two siblings continued with their errands, one of which was to pick up the iron from the repair shop. I already don't like this. When the iron was plugged into the electrical outlet, it blew a fuse. They decided to wait until the morning to try to repair the fuse, given that the Lancelins would not return home until late into the evening. But Leonie and Genevieve returned home unexpectedly. According to Christine, when the mother was told that the iron was broken and that the electricity was out, she flew into a violent rage. Christine then smashed a pewter jug onto the mother's head, which led Genevieve to come to her mother's defense and attack Christine. Infuriated, Christine allegedly shouted, "I am going to massacre them." Leah rushed down from the attic and attacked the mother with Christine egging her on. "Smash her into the ground and tear her eyes out," she shouted. Agreeing with her pleas, Leah followed suit and Christine proceeded to tear Genevieve's eyes from her face. Are these photos of it?
See, I told you. I told you that Christine is like the fucking mastermind.
Oh my, look at these pictures.
Are they photos?
That is disgusting. Look at them. They're literally just mutilated. Oh, and this is in black and white and you can still see how disgusting this is. Rendered unrecognizable. What the actual fuck? Oh, without their eyes, the mother and daughter were rendered
Without
helpless.
their eyes?
We both read that at the same time because we're like, what's going on? Continue. I want you to continue.
What the fuck? The sisters gathered a hammer, a knife, and a pewter pot and struck blows on their victims until the mother and the daughter lay silent. They lifted up their skirts. Oh, fuck. They lifted up the skirts of the corpses and began cutting into their buttocks and thighs. In one final gruesome act, the sisters
basted.
The sisters
What's
basted.
that?
Leonie basted.
Let me look it up.
Leonie with her daughter's menstruation blood.
Basted?
No, she basted.
Basted
as
means
like,
to
as you
pour
would
fat or
baste
juices over meat during cooking in order to keep it moist. So they basted her with her menstruation. They poured her menstruation blood on her. Oh,
blood. Yeah. So in one final gruesome act, the sisters basted Leonie, so the mother, with her daughter's menstruation blood. That is
Oh my God.
unbelievable. The murderesses cleaned themselves, locked every door in the house, lit one candle in their room, and waited for the inevitable. When his wife and daughter failed to show up for dinner, Renee returned home with one of his friends. They found all of the doors locked and the house in pitch darkness. Renee contacted the police who broke into the townhouse. After the two sisters were found naked in bed together, they immediately confessed to the double murder. They claimed that it was self-defense as Christine Papin simply said it was her or us. Leah told the police. From now on, I am deaf and dumb. Right.
So I think Leah, by the sounds of it, even in those pictures of them, like the portraits after it happened, she seemed to look like sort of in shock from what she did. The other one did not seem to give a shit at all.
Yeah, Christine looked like that. She just full of rage.
Also, self-defense is one hit over the head with a jug, not fucking cutting somebody up and like
cutting people up and tearing out their eyes. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
The gruesome case of the Papin sisters attract the interest of intellectuals of the time as they argue that the murders were the manifestation of the class struggle. This was not a manifestation of class struggle. They seemed like that they had it fucking good.
Yeah, they literally had it so good. I can tell you right now, back in the 40s when my nonna lived in Switzerland with my nonno, and she was like a full-time, exactly the same as them, for a really rich Swiss family in a mansion. She got treated terribly. Would she do anything of this sort though? No. Like, class struggle, what the fuck?
No. Well, it goes on to say that they believe that the girls rebelled against their mean-spirited masters, reflected in the poor conditions under which the people who worked as servants to the rich lived. Prominent intellectuals like Jean-Paul Sartre and Simone de Beauvoir and Jean Genet held up the crime as an example of class welfare. Also, sorry to everyone. I don't speak French.
These are playwriters and poets.
I'm just like, this is just...
What?
I have never heard that someone would cut someone open and then base their mum with menstruation. I have never heard that before. In all the true crime that I've ever seen, that is a first. Oh my God.
I've never anything like this. There is no excuse. I don't give a shit. Like, there were no signs that they were being mistreated whatsoever. So I have to highly disagree with this being a class welfare struggle. I've got to read this. This is what the hell. The defense.
Yeah, you need to process this. Yeah, it's like verbal processing.
The defense argued that the sisters were temporarily insane during the time of the... so just for that, like, 20 minutes they're insane. They cited a cousin...
20 minutes.
They cited a cousin who died in an asylum, a grandfather prone to violent attacks of temper, and an uncle who had committed suicide as evidence of a hereditary disposition towards insanity. Okay then, so like lock them up? Is this where we're going? Psychological experts later argued in the aftermath of the trial that the Papin sisters suffered a folie à deux, the condition of shared psychosis. This is something that's super interesting that an ex-uncle of mine who was a doctor used to tell me about, and he'd be like, if you are locked in a room with someone who is telling you that they're seeing spiders on the walls but they're not there, eventually you're going to start seeing the spiders. That's what that is. Like, yeah, it's absolutely wild. The symptoms of the shared paranoid psychosis included hearing voices, a sense of persecution, and a capability for inciting violence in perceived self-defense against imagined threats, as well as inappropriate expressions of sexuality. Those afflicted with paranoia will often focus on a mother figure as a persecutor, and in this case, the persecutor was Madame Lancelin. In such states, one half of the pair will often dominate the other, as Christine dominated Leah, which you can see. What the fuck?
Okay, we can see in the photos.
Yeah. Paranoid schizophrenia can be difficult to diagnose, as the paranoid person can appear quite normal, which is how the sisters would have likely come across to the prosecution at their trial. Do you want to do the closing, the thing to this, how this ended?
Sure. The court decided that the Papin sisters were sane and therefore guilty. Good. Christine Papin was sentenced to put to death by guillotine in the public square at Le Mans on the 30th of September 1933. Leah Papin was considered an accomplice and was given a lighter sentence of 10 years of hard labour.
That is not that long. That is literally nothing.
It's nothing, especially... Okay, well, far out. Can you imagine?
Oh my God, though.
While Christine was waiting in a holding cell for her punishment,
No, I was going to say it doesn't end there. Keep going. This is the last bit.
Sorry. Okay. Oh my God, I just read. Okay. While Christine was in her holding cell for her punishment, she became unhinged and tried to claw her own eyes out. She was then put in a straitjacket while her sentence was commuted to life imprisonment. Wow. But as soon as she she began to starve herself and died as a result in 1937. Wait, when was she? So it took her 4 years to die?
Yeah, that's
because it was in 1933. So
take that long. Well, it would have been gradual.
It must have just been a very
Plus,
gradual
they probably would have
thing.
made her like eat bits here and there and have water. So you can only make yourself die so fast. Oh my God. Leah
Papin was released after 8 years on good behaviour in 1941. Then she went to reside with her mother and lived a long and quiet life under an assumed name. The Papin Sisters are two figures that will live in infamy as their story inspires a mixture of horror and fascination, but no one will ever know the true story of those two mentally disturbed sisters. And that is the story of the Papin Sisters. That is fucking
looking
wild.
at this, right? So the fact that Leah was able to live the rest of her life and didn't do anything bad ever again, what do you make of that? Like, do you think that her sister had some psychotic episode and she freaked out and like just, you know, defended herself because she was scared of like everything that was going on? Or what do you think?
Well, it just seemed like that it just seems so, I know I don't know these people when we just read this, but like so out of character. If they were fed good, but the thing, I know that it's such a tiny detail, but that
in the same
were found
bed together,
naked in their room.
Yeah. That's fucking weird. Maybe
it's such a personal, to me, it sounds like that it's such a personal, calculated attack on the women with like them then, like, because, you know, there's stabbing, there's a gunshot thing and stuff like that. But for them to then go with their eyes and then do this and then do that, that's a lot of planning. And that's like, not just stopping at they died.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm definitely thinking because they spent 7 years in this house, they only had each other. They're clearly messed up, that maybe they were like lovers as well and they were just all around fucked up. I'm looking at these photos.
Oh, do you think that there was some sort of incestual?
Yeah, I'm just doing a bit more Googling and it seems to be like a theory that they must have been in a relationship with each other. These, I never do this, but I'm just trying to look at this picture again of the actual crime scene because the more I look at it, you really can't understand fully what's going on in the picture because they are so heavily mutilated. Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, that's just sick.
They were also portrayed in American Horror Story Roanoke as Miranda and Bridget Jane.
I've not seen that season. What in the hell?
So if anyone wants to kind of, I guess.
Murderous and incestuous French maids. What the frick? Okay, yeah, so some people do allude to them, being incestuous. That is absolutely cooked. I just feel like the older sister is like the she's like the controlling body of the two of them.
That is wild. Fuck. Well, thanks, Laura, for that.
Boy, I don't even know what to say after that.
Fuck.
Like, damn. Also, the fact that they locked up the house and just waited to get caught. That's weird.
Right? It's like, well,
it sounds to me like they were so confident that what they did was the right thing. It was weird do you reckon? To sit and wait and to not even try to run, to me says that in their mind, they thought that they did the right thing, and that they wouldn't be charged as guilty. And they didn't feel guilty enough to want to run. But locking the doors is odd. If you're sitting and waiting.
Yes. Locking the doors.
Strange.
Yeah. Like, would you not just open it up? Yeah. But fuck. I'm looking at a larger image of the crime scene.
Yeah, it's
a very personal attack. It's extremely intimate. I would call it an intimate murder. Wow. Well, thanks for that. Fuck. Well, on that note, did you want to
wrap it up there? Yeah, we can all just after this episode go and process. I feel like anyone who's listening is now going to be Googling these sisters. So just a warning, it's pretty graphic, even though there's only a couple of photos. Wow.
And if anyone has a murder that you want to share, or if you have like that you want us to cover or read about, and we can do a blind reaction just like this, if you like it, let us know, and 100% we'll do it, because as someone who loves true crime and someone else who's a bit squeamish, I think that this might be a really good little.
Look, you should all
formula.
be impressed that I made it through that. And then went to Google pictures after.
Did Alana just?
No, she didn't. I'm just like turning around.
I know, right? You went. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you that you went and looked it up after too.
Half the time I can't even get through the Wikipedia because I'm like, you know what, this is too much for me. I'm just going to imagine that there was a happy ending and leave it at that.
Too true. Well, the happy ending is that they both died.
Yeah. Even though they sort of the younger one really got away with
Christine has that fucking look in her eye though, eh?
She does.
That Christine chick, she's got a look in her eye.
It's the look of I'm going to cross the road and walk on the other side of the street and maybe go into a convenience store look in her eye. That's what she's got.
Thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you.
If you like this, give us a 5-star, subscribe. Let us know how you liked it. We love it. Well, I do. I don't know about Eddie.
Look, it was a wild ride. That's what I'm going to say. That's just what I'm going to say. And I don't even I don't even have words. I don't think my brain is letting me think about it too much. So yeah, maybe, you know what? Yeah, we'll top it off there. Maybe next episode at the beginning, we can talk a bit about the 27 Club, because that would be cool.
Yeah, I'd fucking love to. That'd be cool. Great, because there's so many that are in there.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Well, peace out, and may your week be good. I don't really
be abundant and fruitful.
Oh, yeah. Cool. All right. We'll see you next week, guys.
All right, guys. Ciao, ciao. All right. Well, we'll see you later.
Bye.